guest tonight has recorded more #1 songs than any solo artist ever, and now all 18 chart toppers are assembled together for this new album, #1 to Infinity. It just came out today. Please welcome Mariah Carey.
Bronchitis, so
Oh, that's right. You had bronchitis.
yeah, I did.
That's the worst, isn't it?
So bad.
It's hard enough keeping your voice. Well, you're performing now every night in Las Vegas.
Every night in Las Vegas. Well, not every night. Every 3 nights a week.
Three nights a week. Okay.
Yes, and the show is also called #1 to Infinity, and that's because my latest single is called Infinity. I'm performing it later. And yeah, and so.
And you do all the #1
all the
hits.
#1s, and then to Infinity.
You do it chronologically, right?
Yes. It was difficult because I work with Ken Ehrlich, who does the Grammys, and he's like the guru of the whole thing, and so you got to defer to him. And we love you, Ken, but you're a little, you're a tough guy.
Why do you say that? I know Ken well, and so Ken is the one that told you to do all the hits.
No, I knew to do all the hits, but Ken said he wanted to mix them up and not do them chronologically because some of the later ones are not like his favorite ones.
I see.
And I was like, with all due deference and respect, it's not your era, maybe those newer ones.
That's right.
So he was cool about it, and now I see the reaction, and he's a great guy. We love Ken Ehrlich. Yay, Ken.
Did you have a fight with Ken before he came out here?
No, I've just watched Ken over the years. Like even when I first did the first Divas Live, it was for in honor of Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. Yes, Aretha Franklin. And I just saw him not turn down the air conditioning for Miss Franklin, and I just said, I don't know about that. If she says turn down the air conditioning, that air conditioning needs to go down.
What a thing to have a show called Divas and then not to turn the air conditioning down.
I mean, yeah, we didn't even get to rehearse. And so whenever I listen to the Divas Live, like I'll listen to it occasionally, and she's like, my newest girlfriend and I didn't get a chance to rehearse, so she's giving Ken Ehrlich digs to it. She's genius.
Well, it sounds like you and Ken are in a mildly abusive relationship there.
It's a love-hate. No, it's great. He's a really great guy. He's helped me so much.
He is a very great guy. Yeah. And by the way, I think it's a great idea to do the show chronologically. I'll tell you, I remember when Vision of Love came out, I was a DJ. In Tampa, Florida, I worked at a station called Q105.
I know Q105.
And it was a big station at the time, and it was a big deal. We're like, who is this person with this unbelievable voice, and then hitting these notes? And I mean, it really was something that in those days you had to be able to sing to have a hit song.
But you're so funny. Actually, right before I started, it was very much like the dance pop thing, and I didn't think that Vision of Love would be a hit record. And the record company was all gung-ho about it, and I said, okay, I guess they know something more than me. What do I know? I'm just out of high school. Here's my little song on my demo tape, and here it is.
You didn't think that was the right choice for the single?
Well, I wrote it more of like, it was like, oh, I've realized my dreams. This is what this song means to me. And I didn't know that it was the right choice for the single because it wasn't what was popular. But that wasn't my job to know.
See, record companies always know what's best.
Don't they always know what's best? And they always do what's best, too. We love them. We love them, we love them, except when they gave away the entire industry. That was a great thing to do.
Yeah, well, that was a mistake.
It's a faux pas.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, because, you put all this greatest hits collection together, and you go, wow, people may have already stolen all of these songs.
Well, they definitely have them. We had #1s was my first, the album was first called #1s. There were 13. Now there's 18, so we added the extra 5, and we have Infinity as well. So it's a full collection.
Which is shooting up the charts as well. I think it's #4 right now.
Well, I didn't even know that.
The all-time record is... Now, you have the record for most #1 singles by a solo artist. The all-time record is
The
20.
Beatles, yes.
Beatles?
Yes, and we're not even trying to go near them.
Are you gunning for them? Well, yeah, well, you are
hello,
trying to
they're
go
the
near them.
Beatles. I mean, they're technically not. It can't be.
But the odds
you
are
can't
they're
beat
not
the
going
Beatles.
they're not going to get back together
I
and
don't
to try
think they are.
to beat you. I mean, that seems unlikely. You could really smoke them and leave them in the dust. Is that your secret wish, to beat the Beatles?
Absolutely not. No.
It is not.
No.
It is not.
I never even knew what a #1 was. I thought all my favorite songs were #1 records. Like when I was growing up. That's why when they said, "Oh, Vision of Love is going to be the single," I didn't even really understand single versus album versus. I mean, I knew like the song that gets played on the radio and he gets a video made. That's the single.
Right.
But I wasn't one of those people that watched the Grammys and the American Music Awards, and I didn't. I mean, I did on those big occasions as a kid growing up when we would see Michael Jackson and Motown 55 and all those things.
Yeah.
25, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And,
but you weren't into that because I'll tell you, like at the end of the year, I would listen to Casey Kasem. My sister and I would
Well, I
listen.
definitely listened to Casey Kasem.
And we'd
everybody
hope
did.
that our favorite song was
But
number
mine never
one.
won. Mine never was because it was always the one that was the most played out. That I was like, why can't we have
Well, yeah,
another
it's number
song?
one's the most played, of
It
course.
is. It's the most played. So it's a good and a bad thing. You know what I mean? You want it. You really do.
I was thinking you would be a great bachelorette. Have you ever considered dating
You
25
were.
years?
That's a huge. Well, in my new video, soon to be released, Brett Ratner, he's in Cannes somewhere, he's canning it up. Anyway, he, what was my purpose of talking
I
about
don't
him?
know. I have no idea.
I brought him up for a certain reason.
He's
because
on
we're having-
vacation. I
He's
think
on
he wanted-
vacation. We're having a love affair. You know, we've heard there's this torrid love affair that they're talking about. And since we're together,
Oh,
I
the
guess
Bachelorette, yes.
The Bachelorette,
Well, he
yes.
could be one of the bachelors. He could be one
I
of the
think he should-
25 guys
Well,
competing
he's got a
for you.
girlfriend. He's got a
Yeah,
girlfriend.
it's all right. It's okay.
Okay. We'll
Yeah.
just let him in there because we're friends and we're fake lovers.
Listen, he's got to overcome obstacles.
Lovers. I mean, why not? Okay, cool. So yes, I would be in the. I think that would be fun.
Oh, well, you know what?
Then I have to live in a house with a bunch of other girls, though.
Well, we can make a special arrangement.
Could I have
for
my
you.
own house on the
No,
side?
you
with
would have
all
no
the
other
things?
girls. It would just be you and the guys living in the house.
Oh, it's me and the guys.
You don't watch The Bachelorette?
I don't.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to.
I don't have time to watch my own life.
You have plenty. You can always make time for The Bachelorette.
Really?
Yes.
I know you do.
I'm gonna send you home with a catalog.
Send me home with a catalog. Will I like it though, for real?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
It's more guy-driven. It's more.
No, it's definitely female-driven. Yeah,
It
I
is?
feel my estrogen levels surging when I watch it.
Really?
Hair
Well,
falls
it's
off
driven,
my body.
female-driven, but is it female-driven?
It is female-driven. Yes, you'll have to
Okay.
watch it. Mariah Carey
All right.
is here. We'll be right back with Mariah. We are back with Mariah Carey.
Vinyl.
Yeah, we made a fake one so we could have it
It's
big
a
and on
faux
vinyl.
vinyl,
Yeah, it looks
yes.
real, but it is. That's the album right there. It's called #1 to Infinity. It just came out today. You can see Mariah perform all those songs at Caesar Palace.
Yes.
You know, I grew up in Las Vegas. I'm
I
from
heard
Las
about
Vegas.
this.
Are
that
you
you're from
liking
Vegas.
living there?
Well, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but you've gone way beyond Vegas, Tom.
Yeah, and nothing really happened when I was there.
It didn't?
No, yeah.
Were you kept, like, away from all the hoopla?
No,
and
I was
shenanigans?
there trying to make things happen, just nothing would happen.
I don't believe that.
It was a difficult time in my life. I watched a lot of TV, though.
You did?
Yeah.
So it started, this is Bachelorette fixation.
Weirdly, one of the shows I watched when I lived in Vegas was the show Vegas. So I
Right.
was living there watching Vegas.
And people were trying to remind me of that show the other day, but I don't really remember. I remember
Robert
it's
Urich
something.
was the star of Vegas.
They told me about it, and they said it was the lights of that one.
You've got to watch more television. You're really...
I watched different shows. We
Do
were
you
talking
watch-
about Scandal.
Yeah,
I watched
Scandal.
Scandal.
You like Scandal. That's a good
I
show.
was loving How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with
Did you
Murder
watch
is a
that
good
one? Yes. I can't wait for that to come back on.
Yeah, there's a lot. Do you watch Wives with Knives? My Aunt Chippy watches that show.
I do not watch Wives with Knives. I definitely don't watch Wives with Knives for a lot of reasons.
You did something that
What?
you did something that very few people get to do in Las Vegas, and that's swim with a dolphin.
I did.
We have
and
a
it was the
video here.
best.
So tell us what's
Best.
going on here.
Okay,
This-
so the dolphin, the trainer said, I'm just going to let him see if he'll just play with you and do whatever without bribing him. And this is what he did. Because I love dolphins so much and they can sense it. Now, look. Okay, so we're having a little swim. Then he comes over. And he kind of starts like nuzzling me and kissing me. And it was the nicest thing ever in my whole entire life. Only I've been swimming with the dolphins in the Indian Ocean, like, but they didn't do this. This guy.
The dolphin's
Look
getting
at
to
this
third
dolphin.
base.
Look at this dolphin. Come on.
Wow, that's something else.
We talked about dolphins last time when I was here like 5, 6 years ago.
Imagine the high notes if you had a baby with a dolphin.
Anything is possible.
Kid could hit levels previously unknown.
I think dolphins are so magical. They could just be around, and maybe, maybe I could just bring, because I brought the babies there.
Dolphins are awesome. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You brought your... Oh,
yeah,
did they
they're
love
not
that?
allowed to swim in with the dolphins. The dolphins swim up to them. It was great.
Why can't they swim with dolphins?
They're still
will
too
eat?
young.
Oh,
They're too
right.
little. Yeah.
Wait, is it for the dolphins' protection, or dolphins will eat the baby?
I think it's for both. I think it's for both, because babies will do anything. They don't,
A little bit later, we have the big stage outdoors. We're gonna set it up.
Yes.
Mariah Carey is here. She's gonna do something from her new album, Mariah Carey, #1 to Infinity. We'll be right back. Alexander Daddario.